It's a mean age. But it is going to be a beautiful future as long as we don't fuck it up. I'm Brian McWilliams, and this is Mean Age Daydream, where I bring you unfiltered comedy, criticism, philosophy, and politics with a Mean Age Daydream. What is up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving! Hold on, I wanted to start
taking a dump.
I
was hoping we were going to get bathroom Clint footage.
I wanted bathroom Clint footage too.
We still might. We still might.
He's in there right now.
I don't think he knows that he's on camera.
Look, he logged on to the show. He knows when the show starts. Oh, damn it!
Did Forrest Mommy show nipple?
No, but we were seeing if you were taking a dump.
Drop dick back there. Yeah, we were hoping you're going to pull it out and take a nice big whiz, or I don't know, rub one out quick. You know, a little pre-game.
Why is that the first thing you ask? What does that mean?
Because I was hoping I didn't miss it.
I'm just kidding.
I thought he was going to be scooping the cum out of his ass before the show.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what a professional does, Robbie. Learn a couple things, would you? I don't need to be dumping loads on loads.
I let that shit just stir in me.
Just sit there and like a stalactite eventually.
Yeah, you don't want to get crusty, so it's a hard time taking a dump later. Ask Forrest Mommy; she'll tell you about this. Everyone
comes
knows.
out with the morning poop.
Oh, really?
Well, you can last at night. It doesn't ooze out at night.
I mean, not any more than it would other places. You know, like.
Oh my!
And that's our show. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Well, maybe I'm traumatized because one time I had food poisoning so bad. I shit so many times that I literally had ooze coming out of my ass when I fell asleep. And it was either a ghost raped me or I don't even know what was coming out of my body. Somebody snuck in the room.
If you know it's cum, it's like, what? Who cares if it comes out?
I didn't. That's the thing. I was like, what is this mystery fluid? Do I call the Ghostbusters? Like, what do I fucking do here?
Forrest Mommy, I'm going to be straight with you.
What?
I'm going to be straight with you. If I had cum coming out of my ass, I would be concerned. I would be deeply concerned.
Yeah. I think Robbie assumes you have cum coming out of your ass, but
yeah, you're living that Miami lifestyle.
That's true. That's true.
I know why you lived out there, to come out of the closet and start taking it up the shitter.
You know, you do. If your wife or girlfriend ever catches you with just random cum dripping out your ass, then you just quote that old song that goes, "Come, come, my lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar." And then she'll be like, "You're sweet. You know what? I don't even care who you've been fucking." I don't give a hoot.
In a fucking insane
asylum.
Think
that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works.
Well, not if she appreciates. Was it 311 or
so? I have cum coming out of my ass, and I'm singing. What? Oh god damn it!
What is the name? That third eye.
Singing that song would be gayer than the cum in your asshole.
Sugar Ray. Immediately, 8 other guys show up.
What song was that? Who does sing that song?
It's like fuck.
It was like high school for me.
It's some other stupid band.
Crazy Town.
Crazy
Town.
You nailed it. She would think you're insane. She'd be like, are you Crazy Town? You'd be like, yeah, exactly. I am Crazy Town.
You nailed it, bitch.
Let's get married.
Now, please knock before you come in here. I gotta fucking hide Pablo.
I gotta push some things out. All right, guys. Well, welcome to the Thanksgiving Bukkake
we're recording?
show.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah,
right.
this is all gold, man. This is the point of the show. So unfortunately, we're not going to be doing a real Bukkake. Forrest Mommy's fans all can log out now. But
I thought we were coming on Clint.
Show.
I was lied to. I was told honestly, before I came into the show.
You can come on the camera and just pretend it's whoever you want. We did lose 4 followers when we announced that we would not officially be doing a Bukkake. But no, we're here. Thank you. I'm overjoyed to be joined by some of my favorite people here. Of course, we have got Forrest Mommy. I was just on her show. Welcome back, Forrest Mommy. Had to have a little feminine energy here. Welcome to the Thanksgiving Bukkake, which, as you imagine, gravy boats. How are you?
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. I was hoping for like the real deal, but that's fine.
Well, let's get a little drunk. Of course, that we've got Clint Russell, my man out of the Liberty Lockdown Pod. How have you been since I saw you in the old Reno?
I've been good. I'm single now, so that sucks. But
well, perfect time for Bukkake.
Does it suck though? Does it suck?
Yeah, you're right.
Because you want baby. Well, I know you want babies and stuff, so that's different. But
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
you
know.
can have babies without having a fiance or wife or
Yeah,
anything.
but I don't want
really.
to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to
You
have
need a
to fucking
mama. You
split
need a good
time with
mama.
some lunatic on the other side of the
No,
country.
I'm not even saying that. Just all you have to do is either give sperm, or as I saw in many X-Files, with a guy who had a monkey tail that got cut off, be a janitor at a sperm bank, and then just you just jizz in all the cups.
Ooh, that makes
and you
good
replace it.
sense.
I thought you were
Yeah.
going to go the other route and say I should adopt, and I was like, I think as a single man and a libertarian adopting, they would immediately report me.
I think they'd just be like, "So you've got a goatee, I see. I think we're gonna send this Chinese baby somewhere else." And,
Clint, you're aging into a Star Trek villain.
Yes, I am. It's a good one. That's
totally.
true.
But or a superhero, or it's like one of the evil ones from Superman, where they put him in the glass and send him into space. You could easily pass for one of those monsters. I'm dating myself. Robbie the Fire is also here, of course, from Run Your Mouth and part of the problem. Robbie, what's up, my brother?
Always a pleasure. Excited
That
for
was-
whatever you do on your Thanksgiving bukkake episodes.
Yes. Well, so this initially began with Johnny the Rocket back in the day. And it's basically, you think about what is Thanksgiving? It's an orgy of food. It is a bukkake of eating, of fighting, of farting, of falling asleep. I mean,
I'm bringing
look,
the gravy today, baby.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's all about spewing gravy. So let's spew some gravy. We're just going to shoot the shit. We're going to talk about whatever. We'll do a little Thanksgiving talk. We'll do a little political talk. We'll get drunk. I'm hoping everybody out there is having a nice drink. I mean, we're recording this Tuesday. What is anybody doing shit this week? Does anybody have plans?
I've been doing I was on vacation last week, so I've been doing like 4 interviews a day. It's fucking nuts. But I just want
my client canceled you this morning, by the way.
Oh, which one was that?
Pete Zaborski.
Yeah, that son of a bitch. But no, I was gonna say I just wanted to say real quick, and pardon the arm sweat. I was just in the gym. That's why I was late.
Oh yeah.
I hate turkey. I think that it's such a shitty, like, of all the meats you could possibly have. Like, I just can't fathom ever wanting turkey. Sorry.
I ask you this though. So, okay, the turkey you've had, most assholes don't understand how to cook a turkey. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it like I see in the movies. I'm gonna put it with the breasts up, right? And it's gonna look fantastic. Guess what? It's gonna taste like shit because all your juices run down out of the titties."
Yeah,
much like my wife with breastfeeding, which is why
Your wife is hot, by the way, Brian. You posted a picture on Instagram the other day. I was
you should stop cheating on her every time you're out of town. It's fucked up.
You know what? You say that, but that's how I met her.
Hey, sometimes it works out like that.
But I swear to God, it's because people don't know how to cook turkey right. And by the way, guys, if you haven't joined the stream, if you're watching on Twitter, you want to comment on Facebook or on YouTube, go to the Mean Age Daydream YouTube feed. Our Lions of Liberty is still fucking banned.
The only turkey that's good is turkey legs, smoked turkey legs. That's
I agree.
The only good turkey.
I agree.
I get hams for turkey or for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm a ham girl.
Hell yeah.
Ham's good.
Sorry, Robbie. Robbie, what do Jewish people, Purim or whatever it's called? Is that Thanksgiving?
Purim?
Purim?
Nah, different.
Are you just naming random holidays? Is that what is that? Turkish Shana? Is that what you guys celebrate on Thanksgiving instead of the rest of us? Is that when the oil? Is that when you deep fry the turkey in the oil that lasted 8 days?
I want to see how many fucking terrible Jewish jokes you can make.
Keep going. Am I remembering that right?
Do you dreidel the gravy on the turkey?
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
What do you stuff the turkey with if you're Jewish?
I mean, other than my wiener? Because that's the way I like to start the day. You know, it's hot on the counter. And when my mom goes to like work on the desserts or whatever, I'll stuff that thing.
Yeah, man. When she's not looking. It's like you're like the Christmas Story where the turkey's not done. And your mom's like, Robbie, don't you fuck that turkey. It's not done. You'll get worms. You're like, you're there just bagging it.
You'll burn your dick. It's fresh out of the oven. It's hotter than it looks.
I don't want your skin to melt to that turkey skin like last year.
We didn't snip your schmeckle only to have you dip it in the gravy, Robbie.
When are you gonna bring home some grandkids? Quit fucking the turkey.
Robbie goes to bag some chick, and she's like, oh, it's weird. You're Jewish and you're not circumcised. Nah, I got some turkey sin stuck to my cock, and it really melded on there. I'm circumcised, but I can't get it off.
I have a Silence of the Lamb situation going on here.
Yeah, adds a little bit. No, I gotta agree with you guys. Thanksgiving turkey is not good, but turkey is excellent. A turkey leg is excellent, and then Thanksgiving sandwiches not on Thanksgiving are excellent.
Well, yeah, you're a big fan of that. You've been making.
Oh my God, I love a Thanksgiving sandwich, and I make a great Thanksgiving sandwich at home. Come over.
Who would have thought Robbie would like a sandwich?
Right?
Yeah, I'm not like, honestly, I don't like to eat and then immediately feel like I have to sleep. Can anyone here eat turkey and not feel like you just got hit by a truck?
The tryptophan. Is that what it's called?
No, if you eat like a turkey sandwich, you can move on with your day. That's a good wholesome meal. Good protein, all good. But yeah, if you're picking out on that Thanksgiving turkey with the stuffing, with the gravy, you're jerking off in the turkey, then you're eating pecan pie.
You're exhausted.
Yeah, you're going to sleep. That's a whole day's work right there.
That's where it's like these families. So let me ask you this, guys. Actually, before I get to this turkey topic, what is your favorite side? I think those because like you're saying, turkey's not the best part of Thanksgiving anyway. It's all about the sides. What's your best side? What's your number one?
Mashed potatoes gravy. Mashed potatoes gravy. It's like, if it's done right. This is another thing. Like, that's the thing with Thanksgiving, because you always have like, it's either your aunt or your grandma or your mom or someone who's making it. So you get a mixed bag. It could be good. It could be really, really good, or it could be shit. But yeah, I have some relatives that fucking rock the mashed potatoes gravy.
All right. Nice. What about you, Mommy?
I like the mashed potatoes too, but I like a good roll. Like a good, it has
Does
to
that
be
count as a
roll.
side? I don't think that counts as a side dish.
Okay,
I
then.
don't think it counts as a side either.
Of course, the skinny motherfucker likes the bread.
No, because I got to say, I agree with Mrs. Forrest Mommy over here. I actually don't really like sides, but I do like a good bread to sandwich it up.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can count the bread as a side.
Of course, the sandwich guy likes the bread. I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah, exactly. A side is like something you work on, you develop it, and it's so you don't have every day.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Please. We make this thing called hot fruit, and it's just a bunch of canned fruit with spices, and it's so good, and it's hot. It's literally hot fruit.
Is that for dessert?
Is this a Colorado dish, or is this
no?
You grow up a poor black child? Like, what the fuck is this dish?
Poor, you remember the boomers used to save money back in the day before they got rich. The boomers were cheap asses, No, so it was like that. It was just canned peaches and what's the other stuff called? Fruit cocktail, and then you mix it with pumpkin pie spice, and then you heat it up. It's actually really good.
It's pretty dope.
I fucking hate the green bean casserole. Get those fucking green beans the fuck away from me.
You're crazy.
I like it a little bit.
What about wait, so this dish, it's got to be the easiest dish to make ever, by the way. Do people just compete to bring that? Because you're like, oh yeah, I made the best
pretty much me usually.
Hot fruit.
I'm too lazy, but
does someone's gay cousin show up and he's like, I brought the hot fruit, and people are like, where is it? You're like, you're looking at him. Guess what? I came out the closet.
But we all love it. It is super easy. So there you go. Now y'all learned something. Just put a bunch of canned fruit together and put some pumpkin pie spice in. Oh, and cherry pie filling.
Isn't it awesome how the boomers were super cheap, even though the way they became wealthy was just purchasing a starter home and then having the debasement of our currency make them multimillionaires, so that then they got wealthy while all of us starved. It's pretty dope. It's a great racket.
We're trying to talk about common pie. Don't ruin it with the finance talk.
But they hosted Thanksgiving.
All the boomer women were green, but they weren't being green to be green. They were just being cheap, so that they could divorce their husband for half his pension in a couple years later. But
back in the
all right, Robbie, what about you? What's your favorite side, Rob?
I don't really eat sides, man. I just make my sandwich, move on.
But you put the cranberry on your sandwich, right?
I guess if that counts, a good cranberry sauce. But I got to be honest, I like a cheap jellied cranberry sauce.
I'm with you.
Just store-bought, jellied, whatever, cheapo brand, ShopRite. Because people sometimes one year I thought my mom's cranberry sauce was good. And my cousin, like you idiots, was complaining that they didn't like turkey. Younger, college-aged cousin. And I was like, well, I'm going to teach you the joy of a Thanksgiving Day sandwich. and I made her a delicious sandwich. And she took one bite, and she's like, this cranberry sauce tastes like ketchup. And I was like, you're an animal. That I was like, and then I took a bite of mine, and she ruined my fucking sandwich because my mom, I don't know what she was doing. She is a good cook. She like added ketchup to the cranberry sauce. Tasted like vomit once it had been pointed out to me. I swear, it ruined my Thanksgiving. I didn't talk to my cousin for like a year after that.
I've never heard of anybody in my life adding ketchup. It was
disgusting. I don't know what my mom was doing.
Was she trying to make holiday sauce?
What?
Sorry to interrupt you. Hey, wait. So, guys, have you ever heard of holiday sauce? It is grape jelly mixed with ketchup, and you dip like meatballs in it.
It probably wouldn't be bad.
I've heard you cook meatballs like that with ketchup and grape jelly.
So maybe that's what she was going for. In your mom's defense.
I don't even like
Not
ketchup
anymore.
Ketchup, I gotta tell you, ketchup's something. I went through like one of those health kicks where you're like, oh, there's ketchup. I mean, sugar in there. I'm not eating that. So I haven't had ketchup now I'm totally unhealthy, but still, if I go ahead and I try ketchup, it's disgusting. Ketchup is gross. Like I'm telling you, if you like take a year off of ketchup and try it, you're like, this is disgusting.
I can see that. I just laughing because Adam.
Ketchup is like cum. Ketchup is like cum because you can't wipe it up.
You don't like it?
Oh,
I don't like ketchup.
Skeptical.
Try wiping up ketchup after you wipe up your cum sometime, and it's like very similar.
You're presuming that I wipe up my own cum. Adam, I'm married.
Don't you have to sometimes?
I have people for that. No, I do all the time. I don't like to leave like a trace. I'm like a cat burglar when it comes to coming.
When you're raping women, you don't want to leave the evidence.
Oh no, I don't want to leave the woman in that situation.
Brian's like, I own a professional cum disposer. Why would I need to fucking clean it up? Out of your mind?
And it works. It works. They just had a baby.
Like Kramer. It's like Kramer. You put the garbage disposal.
Speaking of rape, if someone were to be like, it was a libertarian and put the three of us in a lineup, they wouldn't be able to pick a person.
You are about. You were gonna maybe invite the punk rock guys. They have hair, I think, but
no, we don't want them here. Then it would.
I like the balls. I'm having a great time. I love the balls.
Yeah, I know. You got three balls. This would be the worst bukkake porn ever.
Just what are you talking about?
People
dicks. Would pay good money for this. You're out of your mind.
I like how Mommy did wear like a bikini. Are you wearing a bikini or a dress?
Oh, it's a shirt.
Oh,
sorry,
because from here it just looks like I was like she's wearing a bikini top.
I gotta sex it up a little bit.
What a nice husband. He's watching the live stream. He's like, this is my thing.
He's not even fucking.
This is why I married her.
He doesn't watch any of this shit. He don't give a fuck.
He doesn't watch anything from the box in the basement where you put him, waiting until it seems legitimate enough that somebody will believe that he wasn't murdered.
Oh. Life is great. Isn't it?
Desiccated.
I just wanted to say real quick that cranberry sauce is also the preferred meal of the retarded, so I'm not surprised that you guys like it. Yeah.
What statistics do you have to back this up? Twitter poll?
Dude, bro, let me check my watch. I just fucking made it up. I
was really hoping you were like, well, the last retard I banged, I lured her in with
cranberry sauce or just canned or versus like
a trap over cranberry sauce.
I got into a car crash with a mini bus and just fucking cranberry sauce. My tower gang experience is making me more quick-witted. I really appreciate it. Anyways, you guys want to talk finance or what's going on?
Oh no, of course, time. Well, I was thinking of this, but it kind of cracked me up. Okay, every other Thanksgiving, right? It's always the joke, Thanksgiving dinner. You get around the table, your family, and big arguments. So, Forrest Bobby and I were talking about when we were waiting for you guys to hop on. You sit down at the table this year, right? First off, there's going to be people who were banned from coming last year at the table. So
I would be one of them.
There you go, dude. So is it going to be something where this year, and I want to hear the story about how you're banned, by the way. Sure. Is it going to be something where this year people are going to sit down and they're going to be, contrite? Or do you think it's going to be like doubling down over the mashed potatoes, flipping over the gravy bowl, and spitting in people's faces?
I mean, it's going to be a split, of course. There's going to be some families that it's like there will be fist fights at numerous households across the country. I promise you that. I mean, there always are.
That's like the wigger thing that everyone calls you. That sounds about right.
What?
I'm just kidding. I don't call you that.
But no. You can call me that. I don't care. I'm just saying. I'm talking about. I thought we were talking broadly. Not my family. My family doesn't have fist fights. We're not fucking trailer trash. We are wiggers. We're respectable wiggers.
They duel like men. They duel like gentlemen. 10 paces.
No, we
how did you get banned?
We debate. We debate.
You legit got banned from going to Thanksgiving though.
I mean, it basically ended up being a bifurcated Thanksgiving where normally we would all get together, and this one year, I think it was last year, because I don't think the V was out the prior one.
Vagina. You said V for vagina.
Right, for vagina. Like half of my family had been V'd up, vaginaed up, and they didn't want any of us around. And I was like, so my mom had a separate Thanksgiving, and I was like, this is fucking totally fine by me, And that was kind of the beginning of our Jim Crow family lifestyle. Pretty
segregation.
Awesome. Yeah,
cool. It's real cool.
So there was no conflict, but fortunately for them, I've moved 3,000 miles away, and I don't intend to go back for Thanksgiving this year. But if I were there would be a few knowing looks, at my grandmother. Right. I'd be like,
my family has learned the hard way that they don't want to discuss politics with me.
I would imagine.
So
yeah, that's how my family is too.
I mean, it started with that they wanted to. My family's all lawyers. I mean, they're literally all like well-educated lawyers, and they've just learned the hard way that they don't want to discuss these topics with me. But then also, I have a relative that is a very sweet lady, and she works in the very sweet lady division of this company. But when I get hammered, I can't not give her shit every time I see her, which is she works at BlackRock. And at some point, I just get hammered enough that I'll sit down next to her at the table and go, hey, your company's ruining the world, right? And she's just a little,
you're sucking Satan's cock every day when you go 9 to 5. That's what you're doing.
She's just a little sweet lady. She's like, what do you mean? I just work on pension funds. And you're like, yeah, but that's what they tell you. You don't understand what's going on behind the scenes. You guys are preaching global warming. She's like, I'm an environmentalist. That's right. You're ruining the world.
Oh, I love it. I would love to be at Thanksgiving with you, Robbie.
She said she's an environmentalist.
Yeah, because she's
doesn't everybody say they're an environmentalist? I say I'm an environmentalist.
I've actually worked in land conservation. I've actually been a real deal environment, not like what we all think of them. But
you're ruining the world too, then.
No, I'm not.
It went like this. Hey, do you want me to suck your sod? And then that was it. Mic drop.
I had my aunt's boyfriend, her new boyfriend, came to Thanksgiving, and he didn't know what all my other relatives know, which is do not debate Clint on anything political. Engage. And this motherfucker sits down and he starts, like, out of the blue, just starts popping off about how he drives a fucking hybrid and global warming is the biggest threat to humanity. And I was like, bro, we going to fucking war right now. I just lit him up for the next hour. By the end of the night, he was like, we almost like came to blows. He was so mad because he works in some sort of fucking conservationist shit. And I was like, give me any evidence. Give me anything at all. He's like, well, maybe you should just fucking read. I was like, give me the evidence. I'll read it. He's like, he had nothing. They had never had anything. It's incredible.
He probably doesn't even pick up trash in his own neighborhood. I'm like, literally, you could pick up 5 pieces of trash in your neighborhood, and you're doing more than any activist online. Yeah. You're doing more for the environment than any activist.
I like to put the trash out so that people have something to do.
Right. Yeah, give them a hobby.
That's capitalism, or like, you're providing a thing to do for people.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
street sweepers. I employ many of them.
I wanted to run this by you guys. So random topics for you up here. This just cracked me up. This has nothing to do with Thanksgiving, but let me share my screen here because we're talking about dickheads and virtue signaling. So it's a perfect time to show you this. This is from Dr. Sarah Liu and at mastodon.world, because she left Twitter because it's very important to leave Twitter, right? She tweeted out that academics who announce their accomplishments should disclose their privileges. Do you come from an academic family? Are you white? Are you a man? Are you straight? Are you cisgender? Are you able-bodied? Are you a citizen of where you work? I don't know what that means. All the above? You need to disclose that as an academic. So
fuck. What does that even mean?
That's why I don't listen to Einstein because you look at his resume and he was a white man. So as to what other discoveries he could have came up with, it doesn't matter. It came from a place of whiteness and manness. So I think they should just discount all of his, impacts on science.
Yeah. It's colonialism or whatever. Probably.
But I just thought
theory of relatively
I couldn't
white.
get over that shit.
Whenever I read stuff like that now, all I think is I need to build a bigger trebuchet. That's all I think.
Yeah.
What, a trebuchet? What was that word?
Trebuchet. It's a catapult.
My sniper things in the forest. My sniper hideouts. They have to be.
What are you gonna do with the trebuchet?
I'm gonna launch her into outer space.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna crush her with a rock?
Pumpkin chunkin', right? Pumpkin chunkin'. That's what trebuchets are used for often at this time of year, right?
Yeah.
You could pumpkin chunk her out into space, and even it'd be like skeet shooting, right? You chuck her on the trebuchet, and then bam.
You know, like it's so tragic that everyone that has spent untold sums of money to become, the intellectual elite of our country, and they are
fucking retarded.
The most unbearable human beings to be around. I mean, they're the worst fucking people on the planet, and they're not even high IQ. They're like 105 IQ. They think they're fucking geniuses because they watch the nightly news and they can fucking quote Don Lemon, and you're just like, you're an idiot. Like, from the bottom of my heart.
You sat in a class.
Retarded.
What's so special about you for sitting? Like, what does that make you?
I went to college. College is fucking easy. Like, if you go to college and it's challenging, you're retarded. If you go to college and you get through it, it doesn't mean anything. It's not special. It doesn't make you special.
I was going to say something that it would definitely get us all canceled and have the channel be removed, but I'm not going to say it.
Well, then you should
about going to college. If you ever had trouble going to college.
Well, anyway, they all act like they're so smart. And now they're like, we didn't know about loans. We didn't. So it's like, you didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not that fucking smart then, because I knew about it and I didn't go to fucking college.
You're so smart. You don't know the time value of money. You fucking cunt. You spent $250,000, which if you just put that in a fucking 4% yielding investment, you wouldn't have had to work a day in your life.
Or you could have donated it to Gemini. That's what I've been doing with my money.
Poor Rob.
What is donate to Gemini? What is
the latest? Yeah. It's the latest blow up.
It's these cute butt fucking twins who are really into rowing and taking people's money. The Winkle Voss.
But are they actually into butt fucking?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you can see it on their face.
Everybody is.
Yeah. No, they're two men and they're twins. And their penises fit perfectly inside of each other's assholes. So
is this the new Avatar? Hey, I haven't seen the new Avatar yet, Robbie.
That was one of my favorite things ever. Just Forrest Bobby in the background. No one even acknowledges it. Everybody is.
I saw a podcast review saying, well, it's obviously common sense. There are some college degrees that are worth it, but obviously there's a lot that aren't. We're like seeing it. You know what I mean?
Hold on. I had to post this comment. Sorry, guys. Craig, he says, my holidays have been interesting since my sister usually hosts and is the Catholic Democrat drug warrior. And my wife and I are the libertarians, anti-everything she stands for, and we have her sons on our side. I do like having the youth on your side. I swear to God, that's my confidence, man. The youth are on our side. I think the youth have come around, man. After COVID, after the vaccine shit, I swear to God. And the resist is the dominant culture. All these younger people are like, fuck your resist, man. Fuck your resist in the ass.
The primary reason I do what I do at Thanksgiving is not because I want to embarrass my relatives, which is also fun. But the primary reason is I want to influence my fucking nieces, nephews, and cousins. Because they can't help but be like, all right, I'm listening, because it's like it gets heated. They're like, what's going on? And they've never heard the counter arguments because they live with these lunatics. So it's fucking beautiful. I love the opportunity. And my family doesn't like me for doing it, but whatever. Fuck them.
Oh, fuck them.
To.
Hold on, wait. I'm going to run an ad. I'm going to run an ad. I'm going to take a pee because this is a live stream, and that's what happens sometimes. So, anybody have to pee? Go now. Well, Forrest, Mommy, you're a woman. You probably don't have time to go.
I actually don't right now.
Just pee in your seat. Just pee in your seat and put it back down.
The tree of liberty must be watered from time to time with the blood of tyrants. The official spirit of 1776. Smooth, flavorful, Merlot. For any revolution, tyrants are losing their heads over this wine. Enjoy the taste of freedom. Drink the blood of tyrants.
Order today at bloodoftyrants.wine. Save 10% with the code LIONS.
There you go. And we're back. That was like perfect. That was amazingly timed.
Great marketing on that.
Marketing, baby. And hey, by the way, while we're at it, this is a live stream. I'll show you guys this. Let me know if you think. Number one, the text is a little off, but we have a new t-shirt Why no? Probably somebody's done it, but what do you think of this? It's a T-shirt for Die Hard. Now I have a 3D printed machine gun. Ho ho ho. You like it?
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
Mm-mm.
Die Hard. Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
Oh.
No, I don't remember the line. I'm sorry.
Well, this is going to be a bestseller. That much is.
Is it a good quality T-shirt? Is the T-shirt good quality? That's what matters. Too.
I don't know. It's a T-shirt. I'm sure it's fine.
Robbie, you remember that line? Am I tripping? No, I don't either.
Are you fucking?
I've seen it a million times, and I don't specifically remember that.
Goddamn Die Hard. Do I have to play the clip? Do I have to clip you? I swear to God, you people.
I feel like yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, is like a notable line.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker's fine, but I mean, look, we're in the era of 3D printed guns. It's just too funny, you know.
Yippee-ki 3D printed gun, motherfucker.
You got it. That's our next one. That's the title of my new rebranded podcast. Daydream's not working out. No, it's like he kills a terrorist and he sends him down the elevator with a sweatshirt and he writes on it. Now I have a machine.
Okay.
I'm talking to uncultured morons, but that's what Thanksgiving Bukkake's all about, guys. It's not about the culture; it's about the cocky.
That's right.
It's about Robbie looking like he's. Robbie,
I know, poor Robbie. Well, Robbie and Clint are. It's late by y'all.
It is late for them. But this is what Robbie and I usually do.
This is the energy Robbie brings to things now.
That's true.
He's just chilling.
when he sat down to get on the podcast, he had his hood up, and I was like, "Fuck, Robbie's going gangster. He's gonna be into this shit. He looks like a goddamn Jawa that just found a huge scrap of bot parts."
I just don't like paying for heat.
That's extraordinarily Jewish. I'm proud of you, man.
Do a shot.
I'm drinking. I got a sipper here. I got a nice whiskey. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
I think Robbie has said if he takes like Adderall or whatever, it chills him out. So maybe he's just chilled out now.
I've yelled a lot today on a lot of shows, so I'm content. I'm sitting back. I'm throwing in the occasional cum joke. I've already,
the audience.
I've ranted about the Fed. I've screamed about it all. It's cool. I'm over it. They can have my money.
Every time I'm on a podcast with you, we talk about cum, Robbie, because we did that with Kyle, and then mine we talked about cum.
Well, I'm a cum enthusiast.
Every time I see you, I think about cum.
Cum is pretty magic, man. It makes people.
That's true. Facts.
By the way, is there anything? I have some other things to throw at you guys, but is there anything you guys want to talk about while we're Thanksgiving? This is the table. We're at Thanksgiving right now. We're chatting over the table. Clint just said the turkey was garbage and threw it on the floor.
Ooh,
Robbie just opened up his
spicy.
own can of cranberry sauce and is eating it with a spoon. And Forrest Mommy has just microwaved the hot fruit. So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Literally.
I want to talk about whatever Robbie wants to talk about.
Take it away, Robbie.
No, I'm going to be a good guest on this one. I host a lot of shows. I'm sit back. This is the new character. It's chill. It's I don't care about things. Do I look like I care about things?
All right.
I'm neurotic. You trying to say I'm neurotic? You trying to say I get worked up?
You're very smart. Robbie's never the smartest person here, but he's gonna be the chillest tonight.
All right. Well, I got another one. I'll bring up my Twitter here.
I'm back on Twitter. Did you guys see?
I did see.
How
Congratulations.
come it's your first Tuesday back and I didn't see any titties on Tuesday?
I posted it wasn't full on titties, but I posted a picture.
Oh,
is that a
I guess
thing?
I missed it. Titties
Well,
on
you
Tuesday?
did 4 podcasts today, so yeah, go. It was connected to your post technically. Like I retweeted it, I think. It's not like full. You see nipple-ish through the shirt, but
Hell
Not
no.
good. Not good enough. Do better.
Sadly, that's every shirt I wear because now I wear medium shirts because I used to be very fit with like a 6-pack, and now all my shirts are just too tight, and my nipples, hard or not, just are.
Are they chafing? Are they
poking.
chafing?
They don't chafe. I would buy the little nipple cones if that.
Bro, I used to wear mediums too when I was like 188 pounds. Definitely too big for mediums. But then now I'm like busting through larges, and I'm like, I'm not going XL. I'm not. So
that's not going to play in Miami.
No, fuck no, it's not. unless I want to be a bear, in which case I could get a whole lot of dick. But I'm not interested in that, so I'm gonna have.
That's where well, again, Miami's got to have a plentiful amounts of cocaine. You can lose that money, or you can lose that.
Does being a bear help if you're a bottom?
What's that?
That was a good joke, but you guys talked.
I heard it. Does being a bear help if you're a bottom?
Bear bottom?
Are bears only tops?
I think so. Yeah, they're like doms.
Oh, I don't think so.
Is that true?
You gotta be like a chub and you gotta be a cub and a twink.
Maybe you can be a
cub
and a bear.
The bears are bottoms because they're like, you know.
Nah, they're fat and hairy. Who wants to put their dick in that?
They're like manly.
You got like the rip bod guy. The rip bod guy is the top, and then the bear's the bottom. And you're
no, but the rip bod guys,
the hair falls out of his ass.
The rip guys and the bear guys aren't together.
Yeah,
there's like bear guys.
Wait, you're talking bear on bear?
No, bear guys. I think fuck twinks.
No.
I think a bear like putting it up in a twink. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's bestiality. You don't go bear on bear. You go bear on twink. If you're
wait. Look at this shit. It really, Adam, you're dead to me. Robbie and Clint, the smartest here. No, dead to me.
I already said I didn't go to college, so yeah. Obviously.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
The dumbest people on earth go to college the longest. I swear to God.
No, that's 100% accurate, right? The people that are in college the longest, that are most isolated, are without a doubt the dumbest people on the face of the planet.
Yeah, because they spend
scared to leave.
They spend 20 plus years of the formative years, the entire time that their brain's being developed. They are just being indoctrinated with nonsense. Like it's not even their fault. They may have a decently high IQ.
It's not like real life shit.
Idiots.
It's not like I was on my own at 17, so it was like I have to work this much to pay rent. Which is a basic idea you have to fucking know about. Like,
what is that, like seven dicks a week?
God, I wish I was this hot at that time. God, like.
Can you pull up by the time this podcast is over? Can you please go through your computer and find a picture of you, young and chunky, holding up like a Pokemon?
I wasn't ever chunky. Okay, no. I was never chunky. Okay,
lanky and
awkward.
And
every father should hope for an awkward, lanky, late bloomer daughter. You should hope for that because we all turn out hot later on.
I want my daughter to be hideous until she's like 25.
Yes.
Oh, that's
like
me
weird.
too.
And don't like all these parents letting their daughters. I'm like, I get why my mom and dad were so fucking nuts now because I'm like, I'm not even a parent. And I'm like, why are you letting your daughter look like that? Like, what the fuck? She should be like playing outside, not. Anyways, sorry.
I plan on beating my daughter about the face so she goes out and just looks like Quasimodo, just black and blue and balls of pus come out.
It's really the only responsible way to raise a daughter.
That's what I'm saying, man. Well, look, I used to say if I had twin sons, I had a plan because I'm woke in a way. I was going to raise one super gay and one super redneck, and then when they turned 18, I was going to bring them together, pay-per-view, have those fuckers fight it out, meaning like, who wants daddy's love more?
Wow.
What better parenting can
or
you
get
have?
a show on like E or something, like,
what if the gay beats the redneck? That'd be wild.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's your betting odds. That's if
well, because the
I know, but
guy,
I wish I had a Bovada link to pump.
The gay guy might be in better shape.
That's true, but then you're stuck loving the gay son, and you don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, you're leaving yourself open, Brian.
That's where I'm like, I'm like, hey, homo. You got to become trans into a daughter so I can love you.
No, you know what well, we don't have to get too deep into that. But that's what happens is little boys get abused when they're young and then they think, oh, I should be a girl. It's like, no, you just got fucking abused and maybe you're gay, but you're not.
Forrest Mommy dropping the reddest of red pills on the trans community right now.
Boom.
I am because I was friends with all these people before it was fucking trendy, and I talked to these people, and I knew these people from all over the spectrum of it, and I know what's going on. And
you're not allowed to talk about it though, which is hilarious.
No, I know. I'm a racist bigot.
Well, come out and see one of my live comedy shows because I got like a full 10 minutes of trans jokes right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is the type of material I wanted you to be doing. Fuck COVID shit. I want you to talk to the big T question, the TQ, if you will.
Well, check out. I'm going to be putting out another end of year recap that has at least 10 minutes of trans jokes.
Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? Oh, sorry.
No. Wait, no, go ahead. Plug that away because I have a perfect segue into this topic. It's fucking perfect.
Oh,
Robbie,
so
where are you going to be at? Plug it away.
Well, I'm going to be recording it end of year back at the Shell doing a big old New Year's party. But other than that, I'll be running these jokes in Arizona, Omaha, Nebraska, Kansas City, St. Louis, and Tucson. And that's all I got for now, but I'm going to start lining up a bunch of gigs. I want to get a New York. I'm going to get a Boston, a Philadelphia, trying to run the end of year thing.
I told you, man, Adam Nutter wants to do a show. I was saying we should go to Denver and do one at Forest Mama.
Or Steamboat.
Steamboat. Is that a person? Is that a thing? Is it on a steamboat?
Steamboat, Colorado. Legitimately, I want to become a comic just so I can spend more time with Robbie.
Hey, man, we can hang out. We have fun.
No, I know we hang out all the time, but I'm just saying, like, I would like to be a comic just so I can hang out with the comics. Like
you guys have real jobs.
This is how the whole Louis C.K. situation started, by the way. This is how the Louis C.K. thing. It's like, you know what? I just want to become a comic to hang out with Louis C.K. But what do you think Robbie's going to do in that situation? Louis C.K. was like, hey, girls.
That's why you hang out with comics.
Can you imagine Robbie with that power? Robbie's like, well, I got these 3 girls in my room. So
comics are fun and crazy. Those bitches were stupid to like do that to that man. I felt so bad for him.
That's right.
What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Louis C.K. did nothing wrong. He said, "Can I jerk off?" And some of them said yes, and some of them said no.
Right. And also, how do you look if your fetish is having chicks sit there and watch you jerk off? How do you do that except in that way? How do you do that?
We don't even know what really happened. You know, like, and you put yourself. I'm a girl. You put yourself in those situations sometimes. So, like, just fuck off. They were just all part of that Me Too bullshit. You know, they were just trying to latch onto that shit.
I mean, I think it's hysterical, and I think he should be ashamed that that's his kink. But beyond that, I don't think he did anything wrong.
It is a terrible kink.
What, masturbating in front of someone? What? That's like so calm and chill.
You could do that at home.
There's nothing wrong with jerking off in front of somebody.
Ireland
but it's like his thing was that he wanted women to be like sit there and like be disgusted by it. Like that's what they said. Like they wanted.
Yeah, that's what they said, but that's not what we don't know.
That
just feels right. That feels canon to his whole character in life.
I'm like fucking horny dude who wanted to jack off in front of some girls who knowingly went back to his room.
No, I think it's a disgust thing.
I'm like so anti-feminist.
Forrest Bobby, didn't you tell me this? That people just wanted. Maybe I'm making this up. Maybe I'm projecting this. I heard it somewhere else. People are just like, hey, here's what I'm gonna send you a dick pic. I want you to tell me it's gross. And then I have a little dick.
No, I always have people who want me to beat them up. I get that.
That's so similar thing. Similar thing. It's these people that want to be like degraded. They're like, you know, I don't know if they have too much self-esteem. It's like when CEOs want their balls stomped on by prostitutes with high heels. You know, these guys are like, they said like subject. I can't remember who it was now, which like people would send me their dick pics, and I'm like, that's a nice dick, and they're like, no, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't me.
My dick is disgusting. It should be chopped off. Like,
the only thing that offends me about any of that is that these guys have so much money, and they still have to pay bitches to step on their nuts. Like, have a little bit of game.
It's transactional.
But
you know, some people are so well. It's not. Listen, there's two ways to like get sexual gratification, like sensual, and then like transactional, like clinical, almost like all the BDSM stuff. I feel is like very clinical, very boop 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 boop. Or you have like where you just meet someone and you want to fuck because you got good chemistry. That's like sensual, you know. And it's just I don't know.
I only like the latter. No. The transactional sex I find legitimately reprehensible. Like I don't even know if my dick could get hard if I gave a girl money to fuck me. I'd be like, this is terrible.
But it's better for them to do it with other adults and get it out of their system. You know what I mean?
By the way,
like,
I mean, to each their own. I'm just saying, me personally, like I just think it's the fucking grossest thing on the planet. But I have no problem with someone.
You're thinking about them.
Well, I'm sure the thing is, I'm sure these guys also married some hot, you know, like hot trophy gal, and then it's like that thing of like, here's my fetish. I don't want my wife to know about it. I don't want my kids to know about it. I don't want, you know, like, you got to go to somebody.
Well, see, that's an unhealthy relationship.
If you're committed to someone, you guys got to have all your kinks out on the table.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I see some very high heels. Those are 8-inch stilettos. So behind you. So just pointing that out.
I'll be honest. The whole reason I want to be a comic.
Is that ball blood I see on the yellow ones? Can you zoom in?
I wish someone paid me to do that shit. Man, I'd clean up. I can't do that. People have always asked me to do the Dom stuff, and I just can't do it.
There's at least
make so much money.
There's a dozen LP members that would pay you to step on their nuts. I promise you.
Oh, Nick Sarwark, #1. Is he still an LP member? Because he was #1 in I'm sure ball stepping.
I don't know, but
I got it. So we were talking about the trans shit. Let's just real quick. Can you guys read this? Should I need to zoom in? It's the NHL, right? The National Hockey League.
Oh, dude, I want to watch these bitches fight. This is awesome.
Well,
you don't watch trans bitches beat the fuck out of each other on ice skates?
I do, but
it sounds like the greatest thing I've ever heard of. Why are you hating on this?
Wait.
Maybe they can knock them back into looking like men. Think about how fun that is. You spend all this money getting your fucking face redone and this work redone, and then you end up in one fight.
Blast the fake eyelashes off these hoes.
Yeah, exactly.
They get one puck to the vagina and the dick falls back out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, dude, if it was a pure transgender, this was a whole transgender or non-binary, right? 80 folks, fine.
What is non-binary? What does that mean?
Attention whores. It's
You're
people
not
who are
a
like
man
not
or a
hot.
A turducken.
You're anything other than a man or a woman. That's
Someone
the
who's not
what does
hot.
that include? What is that category?
75 different letters.
Well, like I don't understand. I don't understand. Like you walked into like a black hole. Like you're no longer in reality. You don't exist in time or space. You're a gray neutral zone of nothingness. You've declared yourself no longer a function of our reality. Like, I understand you go, hey, listen, something happened to my brain and I think I'm supposed to be that other gender. So at least you're identifying as something. It might be weird, but you're identifying as nothing.
It's
like,
because they can't
what
get
does that
attention
mean?
for being hot, so they get attention for saying that they're not a gender. Like,
I can't believe that you're like totally dismissing the existence of otherkins right now.
But what does that fucking mean? What does that
I don't
mean
know.
to be an other?
it means a masculine
What
girl
are-
or a feminine man, which was
Is that the new Smurfs?
normal.
I literally have no idea what like.
No, the
happened.
non-binary thing is like an attention thing right now. It's like the whole part of the whole Marxism.
It's like 40% of fucking middle schoolers are calling themselves
100%,
non-binary.
They never even had
exactly.
sex. They never even fucking had sex.
No,
I know.
it is. It's an intention thing. It's especially if you're white, right? Let's say right now you're a white person, you're a white chick or whatever. You're being told you're the cause of all of the world's problems. Everybody else has a victimhood they can depend on. What's the one thing you can fall back on? To be like, now I'm part of the victimhood. Non-binary, trans, right? It's just easy. It's simple.
It's stupid.
If you're a straight white man,
non-binary sounds like you're like an athlete, but you're not declaring yourself eligible for the draft. It's like
I'm going back to school to fight about sexuality.
Yeah, it's like you're on the fence.
It's just trying to be in the group. Like, I don't even like, I'll eat pussy and I won't even call myself bisexual because I don't want you to fucking fit in some like thing. You know what I mean? But all these young kids have been taught, which, believe it or not, if it's the communism, Marxism stuff, like they're these stupid white suburban kids and they're like, well, I'm not normal. I'm this. It's a way to get like attention and be different. And there's a whole thing.
The fascinating thing about it is it's not really a way to be different because it's now basically the way of fitting in, which is completely the inverse of how it was when we were growing up.
They're all the Abercrombie people now. Like everyone wore Abercrombie when we were growing up, and if you were poor like me, you didn't wear Abercrombie. Right.
Talk about peaking in high school. You get you're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get my tits chopped off and get a dick put on. And I remember I was pretty popular in high school.
I paid a huge price though.
Well, I'll tell you what, best year and a half of my life.
Before the suicide
when
caught
I
up with
was
me.
like 16, I could have been like, I identify as like a triple D woman. Why can't I have triple D boobs put on at 16? You know what I mean? Like,
identify as that.
no, I'm not gonna do
next
that.
Year, next
I'm hot without
Bukkake special.
Maybe if I had boobs as big as Clint and Robbie, I could get paid to do Mises Caucus events too.
You know who I want to kick it with?
Those are called sandwich tits.
You know who I want to kick it with? The Canadian high school teacher that's got those fucking quadruple.
And it was maybe a troll.
Yeah, that dude seems like a fucking blast. Like,
are they actually real? I thought they were like
no,
costume
fuck no, they're not real at all. But I still want to kick it with him.
God.
He seems
Did
awesome.
you really think they were real? Did you
I
really?
would not.
I
be
jerked
surprised
off to him. But
anything, like anything anymore.
Has
But it's
it been
just bizarre,
confirmed?
like,
Was it a troll?
No, but it looks like he's trying to sue. It looks like he's trying to sue the school for just acting so outrageous and getting fired. Like, it looks like
Canada
he's trying to get fired.
has the actual laws against where you have to call people.
So he's basically the Jordan Peterson of trolling. Like, he's just taking it to the natural troll level. I think it's brilliant, and I think that he's probably the coolest guy in Canada, honestly.
He should have came out like 6 months earlier.
That's a low bar.
Because it's like you would think someone trolling would be like, hey, I'm going to be a drag person and teach your kid how to strip for dollar bills. But then like, that's not a troll anymore. They're like, no, that's cool. That's cool.
They'd be like, that's awesome. You want to raise?
By the way, how long do you guys, I know it's late for Clint and Robbie. How late do you want to go? It's like, it'll be an hour and 8 minutes. Do you want to keep going?
I'm having fun. I'm good for another half hour.
Now Robbie said everybody's kind of guilted into it, so good.
I'm
good. I'm good to keep going too.
I'm a night owl. It's like it's fucking 10 where Forest Mommy's at, so who gives a shit? Let's rock.
Yeah, I'm up. I'm ready to go. I'm drinking.
That's what I like to see. Drinking, having fun, goddamn right. But yeah, the school thing is fucking it is just crazy. How
you know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that like
letting me finish talking.
No, oh yeah, I thought you were done. You weren't really making a coaching point, so I just decided to talk instead. No, go ahead. No, see, you have nothing to say. I fucking knew it. All right,
I was literally starting a conversation. Goes like, well, okay, we're keeping going, so I'll just start talking and I'll come up with something.
See, I knew it. You were looking at your fucking computer.
I'll be back because I want to get my cocktail, and Brian wasn't actually saying anything, so I'll let him finish whatever that point was.
I could have had a great point.
Leaves,
you don't know.
Hey,
I could have had a great
point. St. Michael and Kelly. St. Michael shouting you out. St. Michael, me and Kelly are Robbie's biggest fanboys. Owen for first shot. I have to do a flex. Sorry.
Damn.
My fans are watching tonight too. So.
Wait, did you just flex the thinnest bicep I've ever seen in my life?
Well, it's small.
That was like watching
is
somebody flexing a
bad.
pencil?
That's not
It's small but super defined. Crazy.
It is super
I'm
defined.
lean as fuck, y'all.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it, kids. Bam.
Well, I'm not a dude. I don't lift. I don't want to get that big. Robbie probably won't do it, but he's probably got the biggest guns here.
No, Robbie, when you ask Robbie to flex what he does, you ever see that thing where like people use their stomach fat and they make lips and then they sing? That's what he does. It's pretty sexy.
I can do that right now. Fuck, I had something to say.
All right, what were you going to say?
You were talking about the drag stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what I was going to say. I hate that like society has gone so fucking insane that I now come across as like a hardcore Christian conservative.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking degenerate. Well, yeah, maybe not you as much, but
yeah, but yeah, I don't like prostitutes, but that's about it.
Prostitutes?
Not you. I'm just like that's what I said earlier. That would make me
boundaries.
Sound like less of a
and by the way, anybody watch this? FBI. So Clint does not like prostitutes. If any prostitutes go missing in the Miami-Dade area,
call Reed Coverdale.
Who?
That's definitely the one.
Now. Oh my God! It'd be great if Reed's like, well, I got this mustache, so how could I not kill prostitutes?
Exactly. He's like, I'm a truck driver with a mustache.
Reed could clean up. He just has to meet the right girls.
Don't know it. I like how Eliza Blue's like, so I'm attracted to you, and he's like, you see the mustache, and I drive a truck. I mean, if anybody's going to be sex trafficking people, it's probably this girl.
Why do you think she's into him?
Yeah, she's like, oh, I remember you. You never called me back 20 years ago. Well.
Oh, that was a fucked up joke. I don't know who's going to be more offended, Eliza or Reed, but anyways, yeah. I just hate the fact that fucking like it's just so crazy what they're doing to kids that I come across as like some fucking Bible thumping lunatic. And like I'm really not that guy, but y'all are so fucking crazy. Like I would rather see like Christianity taught in school than what the fuck you're teaching them right now. Like that's how fucked up it is. We thought there was a good
boundary. We thought there was a boundary between kids and I have a bunch of drag friends, trans friends, cross-dressing friends, all of them. Half of them voted Trump. One of them's Clint. It's easier to wear a wig when you're bald,
The angle I was going to take it is I also have black friends. It doesn't mean I'm not racist, Forrest Mommy.
No, I'm just saying, like all these, like I have ones that vote Trump. What, like one of my best friends is a cross-dresser, blah, blah, blah. Like there is this, we all thought, like, why do you need to involve kids? Like you have drag shows at the 18 plus clubs every fucking weekend. Why do you need to fucking include kids? Kids know how to dress up on their own. They know how to want to put makeup on their own. They don't need a drag person to teach them how to do it. Plus, drag is sexual. It is inherently sexual. So is being a furry. All these people are like, well, my 14-year-old's a cat now. And I'm like, and they're a furry. I'm like, That's sexual. No, they're just playing.
You should check their litter box for cum.
And that is real. That shit is real. Like, think of how creepy we all were growing up, and now these kids are like being like.
Yeah, but we did it. Like, we did promoted. It fucking secretly. We didn't fucking wear a cat outfit.
Yeah, because I got my ass beat when I got found out. Because girls aren't allowed to do that kind of stuff. But like, you just find out how to do it secretly then.
Right.
And now these kids are like,
because you had self-respect. You had to sneak out of your house to take dick when you were.
Oh, I didn't. No.
Now these kids just do it whenever they want.
That is not how mommy was. I'm just talking about masturbation. I got my ass beat for. But
like, why did you do it in front of your parents?
Well, you don't know when you're little. I found it very organically little when I was young, and they didn't know. And then they figured it out, and they're like, "Oh shit, girls aren't supposed to know about that." You know.
My wife is convinced, by the way, my toddler daughter, my 2.5-year-old, because she likes to kick her legs, and she's like. She's masturbating.
Oh, they know it. It feels good. It's like a physical thing. She's
kicking it, and I'm like, she's not masturbating on the
No,
seat.
it's not sexual. It's not sexual, but it's a physical thing. And then eventually all you got to do is say, hey, do that in private. Like we do with boys. You say, hey, do that in private. You don't do that. Like, that's all you got to do.
Well,
don't shame them.
Or you turn out like me. Schools. Real quick thing. So I was going on to a bachelor party, bacchanal, and we're having fun, kind of drinking on the way, and doing things. But this guy worked at a school, and we got in a huge fight because he and I disagreed on the trans thing because he thought it's all good, right? If you don't want to tell the parents that the kid's trans, identifying, wants to be a different name, must be all this different shit, and he's like, why should they tell him? Ugh. It's the same as not wanting to come out as gay to your parents. And my counterpoint, I want to hear people's thoughts on this. My counterpoint was that, no, it's different because, number one, not coming out as gay, okay, you're still the same gender. You're not re-identifying as a gender.
And just horny.
Two, there's not a threat of legitimately having, number one, leaving your family, and number two, having irreparable damage done to you if you identify as a different sex and have this gender reaffirming surgery. So it's like, you have to tell parents about that if it reaches that point. If somebody's saying I'm a different gender, you cannot keep that from a parent.
Why are you talking to someone else's kid about this? Why the fuck are you talking to someone else's kid about their gender and shit?
The example he gave was like, okay, it's a religious family that are comfortable talking to the parents. I was like, okay, fine, I get that, but you still can't keep it from them, especially in an environment now where you can get these drugs that can change them. Like, people will give them the drugs. You have to tell the parents.
I mean, how does that work where you don't tell the parents and then they're on
this is school
hormones
policy in a lot of schools, dude.
And the parents
so fucking crazy.
Why is my boy just crying at home?
And if you are against that, that's the shooting in Colorado Springs, which they came out with this whole motive before the fucking thing even happened, which, hey, guess what? I don't know if anyone saw this. The guy who did the shooting is non-binary. So, whatever. And he was arrested last year and let go. Anyways.
I saw that.
Would you guys remember growing up and they were like, if anyone talks to you, makes you feel weird about your private parts, tell another adult, whatever. And now they're fucking doing that shit. Don't fucking talk to people.
I was part such of the a fucking tomboy. Curriculum in some of these.
Yeah, schools. I was such a tomboy. If they said, and I got made fun of for having small boobs and shit, and I may have been like, maybe I am a boy. You know what I mean? But luckily, that wasn't around then. So it didn't mess with me.
Good point. Nips and elbows.
It's true.
No, I think you're exactly right, and I think that's really what's happening to the majority of the kids that are classifying themselves as non-binary is that they are not, in fact, transgender or anything like that. Probably most of them aren't even gay. They're just confused because they're being taught by authority figures that, you feel as if you're more masculine than your peers.
They're more binary, which is more like all of us are like, hey, you can be kind of a feminine dude or a masculine woman. We don't give a shit. But
it was actually much more inclusive back in the day when we were just like, yeah, you can be the entire spectrum of feminine or masculine energy. You can have that contained within you while still maintaining your male or female biology. And now it's just like, nope, you're one or the other, motherfucker.
Exactly. And you can't question it. You can't ask of whether or not it's somebody having an insecurity issue or a social contagion issue. No, you're exactly right, man. It's fucking bizarre that we've gotten into this black and white situation wherein we're supposed to celebrate the spectrum of what is humanity, and we've gotten away from
individuals. Like you can be like, on my Discord, there's a handful of girls now posting now, but like we all as women look completely different, but we're all sexy ass fucking women. You know what I mean? And we all look completely different.
What's the Discord address?
Little old
it's
for my
on my
taste,
link
but
tree.
go ahead.
There's a whole penis chat too if you guys want to join. Apparently, I have to Robbie's voice with the penis chat. It is so beautiful. They like it's all dudes posting in the penis chat, just complimenting each other. It's hilarious. Anyway,
wait, can I hear more? Can I hear more about this? I'm sorry. I know probably people are like,
I don't know
what this is. So people just go and post their pictures of their dicks in your Discord chat, and other guys are like, hey.
It's mostly all guys in there.
That's a
I'll
nice
look in there, and there's like a theme going on. And
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm tempted now to post a picture of my cock and be like, "How about it, guys?"
A lot of people are. They'll like hear about it and they look and they're like, "This is pretty positive," and like, it's a confidence booster. But anyways,
so wait, so nobody ever posts a picture of their dick, and people are like, "That's a little weird wiener. That's a little. What do you got? A little raisin cock?"
No. They're my followers too, so you like.
Well, then what's the point? This is a pointless.
Oh no! Actually, today I did look in there, and someone said
positive feedback in your Discord.
No,
you were doing harm to these people's penises.
Someone today did say. Someone said, "Hey, you guys need to trim and clean it up." Another dude told the other dudes they need to trim and clean it up. I just watch it because that's so fucking.
This is like the participation trophy generation of dick pics. This is pathetic. You got to be way more challenging. Like if you have an unimpressive dick.
Do you guys remember Unicorn Daddy?
Yeah.
He's who was in my desk. He's a legit exhibitionist.
Is Craig one of our longest supporters in this dick pic? We have a judge that is Craig in the dick pic thing.
It's just sweet because it was like all dudes. Like there was no girls looking at it. It was just all dudes. Like, hey man, it's cool and it's very diverse. Cock. I'm not, I'm in the Mises Caucus, which means I'm like a racist bigot. But like, there's all these different cocks: cut, uncut, like colored, Indian.
Do you think Mises Caucus would take off if they rename themselves to the Mediums Caucus? So it's just like
I thought you were going to go with Mises Caucus. Come with us. Oh, medium size. All right, yeah.
Medium.
I feel bad, Robbie. What do you want to talk about?
No, I'm learning so much right now. Yeah. This is I rarely am on podcasts with such high intellect where I can just sit back and absorb wisdom.
Apparently, despite the fact you haven't been talking at all, you're one of the top 2 intellects in this podcast. Do you know that?
Well, that's what I bring to the table. A judgy face.
Where'd your hoodie go? Too much cum? Too much bukkake on the hoodie? The hoodie's a good idea on the bukkake, by the way.
I think I might accidentally turn on my heat or something because it's not freezing in here right now.
Well, that's a mistake.
That's going to cost you some money.
Robbie's going to be evicted now. He's like, can't
one less sandwich this month, bud.
I'm home alone tonight, so I turned the heat up.
Oh,
does hubby get mad if you're running the heat?
Kind of.
Yeah.
No, Justin,
but I usually do a fire, but I don't have a fire going either. So it's like I'm turning the heat up.
Where'd hubby go tonight?
Forest House, which Robbie, everyone knows. I don't know if everyone knows. Robbie came out and did a porch tour at the other house at the Forest House. So.
That's what I'm saying, Robbie. Nutter wants to do a fucking comedy show. Let's set it up.
Do you guys know though? We planned this whole porch tour.
Clint says he wants to do comedy.
My parents weren't supposed to be there, and my parents were there when Robbie and we did the porch tour, and they handled it like really well because there was a lot of pot. There was so much pot.
Oh, I think you're gonna say they're like, he is Jewish. This is a country club environment.
No, my parents love money, so it's fine.
I had never met an anti-Semite until I got on the internet. Like I didn't even know they existed. I was like, I had so many Jewish friends growing up, and I was like, everyone seems like they're awesome. And then I got on the internet, and I was like, oh no, there's some real anti-Semites out there. Holy shit.
Okay, what do you guys think? Robbie and I kind of talked about this. The whole anti-Semite thing is ridiculous. Like, I'm sure there are.
I don't like Jews. I'm going to be honest. I grew up around a lot of them, and You know, a lot of them really do suck. They're very annoying people. But with that being said, the Black Israelite thing is very weird to me.
That is weird. Well,
yeah, that was the whole thing.
I think they're the real Jews. I think you guys are frauds.
I think I'm the real Black Israelite. That's what I think.
They're certainly confident. I bet they get laid way more than regular Jews.
I feel like they wouldn't be that angry if they were getting laid that often. I feel like there's something about their whole thing that seems like nothing's going that well.
It could be they're like, you know what,
we're gonna claim to be real Jews.
How are they getting the converts then? I don't know.
I wonder who the fuck is putting that together. What are they telling these people? What do their meetings look like? What do they think is going to come to them by being
Robbie,
the real Jews? Stomach problems, anxiety. Like, what do they think they're getting out of it? What are they being told?
Hypochondria? You really want this hypochondria? Take it, motherfucker.
I think Robbie, someone tells them like God comes to you in a dream if you're Jewish and gives you financial scams that then you don't get like in trouble for.
You could have gotten in at FTX early. You got out.
Yeah. Well, by the way, I mean the irony of that Kanye got in trouble for making comments about Jews and then the FTX thing breaks a week later. I mean, not just that, but also that he gets censored for making comments about Jews.
It gets better than that, Robbie.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, Balenciaga has this photo shoot that comes out with kids in bondage outfits, and he's the guy who 2 weeks ago said Balenciaga, they're a bunch of like child predators.
What's Balenciaga? I don't know.
It's a clothing company, very very high end clothing company.
Oh, and he called them out for being pedophiles, and then they turned out to be pedophiles. Yeah, I mean, I've been joking around on a bunch of platforms that they censored Kanye when he was just trying to warn everyone.
But I mean, other than the Jewish thing, maybe he's onto something.
Yeah, the other joke I was saying is that I'm a very complainy Jew, and I look at what we cost Kanye $1 billion in a day, so I'm just not making enough money off my Jew skills. Like I should be extorting black athletes. That's what I should be doing.
Robbie, good news. You can extort Craig.
Yes.
You can do a porch tour in Hawaii.
Until May 2023 or I don't know. This guy's got a lot of demands. It's like
the only thing he said was you have to cover your own airfare, and Robbie's like, get fucked.
Yeah. I mean, I usually do, but it's the
Robbie still owes me money for the porch ride at my house. I just remember that.
I owe you for the porta potty.
I did. I rented this is a smart move, by the way. You had the best move ever. So Robbie did the porch tour at my house. Great porch tour. Huge turnout, by the way. I didn't expect it was great. 60 people. But rented a porta potty because my wife and our new baby, she's like, or no, she's pregnant. She's like, I don't want these fucking weirdos. I'm what are you having? Libertarian weirdos over? I was like, yeah. Not shitting in this house. So got a porta potty. Smartest move ever.
That's smart. When there's like more than like 50 people, it's smart to get a porta potty.
Robbie, let's do the Hawaii thing with Craig. I'll come out. My wife wants to go to Hawaii. Let's do it. It's a game, and we're booking it.
I feel like we could talk about this off the show.
If it's not, if the flight from you is not too expensive, then we can piggyback it. Yeah, like we can do LA, Hawaii. You know, that's kind of the way to do it with those. Yeah,
dude, we should totally do it. Yeah, it's cheap. I think it's cheap from LA. I think so.
Well, we'll find out.
It was cheap during COVID. You could get to Hawaii for like $100.
Yeah, but they make you quarantine for 2 fucking weeks.
Unless you work for the government, then you could just do whatever the fuck you want.
How big can Hawaii's government be? It's an
island. No, I had a friend here in Denver. During our lockdown, when we all had to fucking not do shit, she was a Denver city and a county attorney, and she went to fucking Maui and was working from out there during that whole fucking lockdown. We are not friends anymore. But, like, I'm just saying. That's what in fairness,
she wasn't allowed to leave once she was there because they had some of the harshest lockdowns.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, she was allowed to do whatever the fuck she wanted.
It's like the deadliest game. How could it be people that flew to Hawaii for vacation and they're like, you're locked down, and also...
I'd rather go to Mexico than Hawaii anyways, which is probably bad, but...
Mexico's better.
Yeah. I can get there in like...
Mexico.
I can get there
really?
We
had so much fun.
Too.
Well, it was a very short trip for me because I was sick one day, and then I did like 3 shows the next day, and then I flew out. So it wasn't, you know.
Oh, was this not the trip that I was at with you?
Yeah, but you don't remember? I was just walking around in anxious mess because I was sick. from whatever chicken I ate.
Claire told me
I
about
thought you were
that.
just being Jewish. I didn't know that was actually a thing.
No, that was
he said
particularly rough 2 days.
And then
what was that
test to
called?
fly and all that shit was still going on.
What was the festival called you guys were at? The
Stayulita or something? Stayulita Super Spreader.
Super Spreader. Yeah,
Johnny's the man, though. I hung out with him in Chicago also. He's a good time.
Yeah,
no, it sounds awesome, man. But I remember Mark telling me he's like Robbie is he's like, you know, he lives up to the neurotic Jew. He was just terrified of touching anything. And
shout out to Johnny Profita of Peddling Fiction. He was one of the first sponsors to my show way back in the day. So appreciate that guy, and he's a blast too. Yeah, he's a great guy. And yeah, Robbie was just acting extraordinarily Jewish. He was like, I can't eat the fucking street tacos. I can't eat the salsa. I can't eat the fucking this, the that. And I was like, this seems all normal to me. I grew up with Jewish people. Like, this is what they do.
Robbie, you weren't drunk enough, dude. That's their problem. Like, you have to, if you're in Mexico, you have to just get exceptionally drunk. I remember one time I was in Rosarita. Me and Mark was there, I think. We were hammered at a taco place watching The Real World, right? The old Real World, the good Real World. And it was on the TV. There were subtitles, and we asked the guy, we're like, hey, can you turn this on to like the subtitles to English so we can understand it? And he goes, the show is in English. The subtitles are in Spanish. And we realized, oh, we're retarded. The show was in English. We were so drunk.
Yeah.
We were reading the subtitles in Spanish and not understanding the show was actually already being broadcast in English.
He's like, I was being a nice house guest. I put the fucking English speaking show on.
Yeah, he's like, it's already in English.
That's funny. Were you drunk? Were you drunk when that happened?
Oh, unbelievably drunk. Are you kidding me? In Rosarito, please. They electrocute you to get into fucking bars in Rosarito. That's a true story. All right. Speaking of hilarious things. Is that a good segue? Probably not. I got to play this for you. Have you seen Herschel Walker's speech about vampires?
Yeah.
I have not. Please.
Not the vampire one, just the Ricky Bobby one I saw.
It's really long, though. Don't play the whole thing. Play like the second half.
This is 2 minutes.
That's fucking long, dude.
All right. It is on a live pod. All right. Let me share this. I'll set it up. So he watched a movie. He watched a movie.
It's going to take you longer to set it up. Just play
is he auditioning for Blade?
It's honestly, it sounds like it. If you listen to the whole thing, it sounds like he's.
It's okay.
He forgot what he's running for. He's like, I heard Wesley Snipes is for taxation.
He's the equivalent of a hot chick, where he's gorgeous but retarded. Like that's what it is.
Herschel Walker is not gorgeous.
You're wrong.
Are you kidding me?
That's
the kind of guy I would want to have being my wife.
He's running against the guy who tried to run his wife over.
Well, he had already paid for too many abortions at that point, so he was just trying to be crafty.
Herschel Walker didn't run over the guy. The guy's running against this irreverent who tried to run over his ex-wife in a car. And is still in office.
Oh, you're talking about the guy he's running again. I thought you were saying his platform was, I ran over my wife.
The way I see it, they're both black, so I don't want to vote for either of them. But let's go ahead and play it.
That makes sense.
That's the goatee talking. All right.
To keep the faith. Oh, you ever watch a stupid movie late at night hoping it's going to get better, don't get better, but you keep watching it anyway? Because the other night I was watching this movie. I was watching this movie called Freak Night, or some type of night. But it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are cool people, are they not? But I'm going to tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I wanted to be a werewolf. But then anyway, as I'm watching this movie, and then you can tell how stupid it is because it's 1 a.m. So I'm watching my TV. These kids watching their TV, vampire kill on their TV. So you know it's kind of stupid, but I'm still watching though. As I'm watching this show, what was funny, these kids had a vampire in their attic at their house.
Can I?
So they were watching their TV. Now I'm watching my TV as they watching their TV, and they see the vampire killer on their TV. So they win this contest to bring this actor. Now y'all got to stay with me. Bring this actor who's a vampire killer from that TV to get rid of this real life vampire in their attic. So as this actor comes to their home, he got all the right stuff. He got all the right stuff because, you know, I got to have a stake and got to have a thing to kill him in the heart. And he got a necklace of garlic because that worked. I don't know what it does, but it worked. You got to have a cross because it burned. I know that worked. And then all of a sudden, this is what was so funny about it. As they're walking through the house, This guy got the holy water. He's blessing the house.
Remember,
this actor, now he's all fake. He's blessing the house with his holy water.
This is him on the campaign trail.
He makes no fucking sense. This is worse than Fetterman.
You don't have to.
If you're a vampire, he probably makes a lot of sense, Robbie.
See, I'm going to respectfully disagree with all three of you. I think that this is, first off, it sounds like an early 90s Def Jam set. Like I have heard this cadence exactly 100,000 times, and I love
vampire mistake.
Yeah, exactly. I love the southern. I love the southern black dialect. I love the storytelling. It's compelling. It ropes me in. I have to pay attention because it's like he's got a little accent thing going that I'm not totally.
He doesn't stop. He doesn't give you a pause.
He doesn't stop, and he keeps telling you, stay with me now. Stay with me now. And I'm like, I'm fucking with you, brother. Like, give me the fucking punchline. And the punchline's not bad. I'm like the only person on earth, I think, that actually enjoyed this entire story. Because everywhere I go, people talk to me about it, and they're like, this guy's fucking worse than Fetterman.
Oh, no. Clint, I'm not playing this to shit on Herschel Walker.
Okay,
I play this because it's fucking amazing.
Thank you.
Can we continue?
I like him.
Hold on. We're almost done. So, hey, and stay with me now.
They walked upstairs and this vampire looking real good in this black suit. Whoa, that sounds like Senator Warnock, doesn't it? Looking all good in this black suit, floated from the ceiling. He floated from the ceiling looking good and cool. And I'm thinking, whoa, they better get out of that house. If somebody float from your ceiling, get out of that house. That's not your house. But as he floated from the ceiling, the kids jumped behind their hero. As they jumped behind their hero, the guy jumped in front of him with this holy water, threw it on the vampire's forehead. He covered his eye. Then he took his hand away. He started laughing. And he said, that don't work. He took the cross, he put it on the vampire's forehead. And the vampire didn't even do anything. He said, that don't work. And that's the way it is in our life. It doesn't work unless you got faith. It is time for us to have faith. We got to have faith in our fellow brother. We got to have faith in this country. We got to have faith in the elected officials. And right now, that's the reason I'm here. Because God...
There it is. Okay. Look. Is it fucking ridiculous? Yes. Yes. Is it absolutely addictive? Yes. And also everybody said that. All right. It's bizarre for me. Like, I'm up at 1 a.m. watching this stupid ass movie, but it draws you in. It comes around to it, and fuck, man, I listen more intently to that political speech than I have any political speech in my life outside of maybe Ron Paul. I agree. And the vampires.
I ain't impressed. I've tried following. I was listening to him. He's going this way. He's going that way. And late at night, I'm stuck on a podcast. I'll listen to him because he's talking. He's describing things. So I'll give it dude, that was way too much fucking premise. Just, hey, I was watching a fucking stupid ass movie last night. This guy tries using holy water and a vampire and it doesn't work. You know why it didn't work? Because he didn't believe.
No, I disagree, Robbie.
The whole reason he's bringing it up is to draw the correlation to Raphael Warnock being the vampire dropping down from the ceiling. It puts the evil connotation into the audience's mind, and then he explains, we have to have faith. If we're going to defeat Raphael Warnock, we have to have faith. And guess who represents faith?
I didn't pick up on any of that.
And you didn't listen. Reverend. And Raphael Warnock's a reverend, too, so he's kind of attacking him at his base.
Is Walker, like, religious? Well, I guess he's Republican.
I would say probably.
He's on it.
He's running on it. Yeah.
Look, you don't pay for 15 abortions if you're not religious.
No. I mean, that's the limit, right? It's in the Bible.
You get your 15th one free. You got a punch card.
You're allowed to groom 15-year-old girls. It's fine.
Well, I love this guy because he is so wild. You know, the people that don't know much about him, let me just explain real quick. He's got split personality disorder. He was one of the greatest athletes.
Herschel Walker does?
Yes. He's got one of the he's arguably the greatest athlete of all time. This guy was a absolute fucking specimen.
More than Bo.
He's right up there. Like, this guy was a complete freak.
And he was an Eagle. Herschel Walker is an Eagle. So
and he went on to be a fucking, I think he was a downhill luge in the Winter Olympics.
That's kind of gay. That's kind of gay.
Well, yeah, but he's got split personality. He's capable of anything. And then he fucking, at 50 years old, he picks up MMA and he goes and he fights professionally and he wins a couple fights. This guy is a fucking Maniac.
And
he's
he
being
just
he's
played in
black.
the NHL as a
Because he's
woman.
And he's a Christian conservative. He's gotten 15 fucking abortions. This guy's fucking awesome. He's
He
perfect.
identifies as a female. Herschel Walker has had 15 abortions.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
he's an
God.
amazing. He's an
Is that
amazing.
real?
political
The abortion thing is real?
According to all the letters from the women that say that they got abortions, I don't know if it's true. It could just be
And I saw
fucking
some
dirty
chick
fool.
that was she was testifying with, of course, Gloria Allred next to her, which means fuck off, Gloria.
Which
Allred.
always
But
makes
she-
me not believe him true. But
Yeah,
Right.
but it was also the ugliest chick, and I'm like, he was
Yeah,
a
what's-
professional athlete, man. But at the same time, he is black, and you may have had a huge ass, so I don't know.
well,
I don't
and he's
know.
been slinging dick for 30 years, so it could have been, some old broad at this point. She may have been a dime piece back in the day. You never know.
Oh, yeah,
Always
like that
the
chick who accused
it's always the
Kavanaugh. I'm sure
fucking
she was super
ugliest
hot.
bitches talking about
Maybe.
abortion. I'm like, you get fucking laid? What the fuck?
Well, those are the ones that the guys want to have killed. They're like, I can't have this fucking demon baby from this ugly bitch coming into the world.
But how do you get hard to fuck her in the first place?
It's
That's
called
what
being
I
drunk.
mean,
Every-
I get it, but I
Every
don't.
ugly girl that has an abortion, Robbie's like, bingo.
I've only had sex with a few girls that I was like, man, if this goes the wrong way, my life's over. I try to avoid them now, but back in the day, I was like, this is what I got. Here we
It's
go.
so funny because everyone on Twitter thinks I'm some gigantic sex freak, and I'm like, no, I'm so picky. Always have been. So,
Look, before we end this,
and
show-
I've never
believe
been
you.
pregnant. I've never been pregnant in my life. So,
You're
deal with it.
Well, that's
probably
what happens when you have a sex change. You can't.
I know. That's what there are people who are saying I was a tranny.
I've never heard someone brag about menopause.
not with
so
those
Oh
tiny
my god, I
biceps.
wish I was having menopause. I wish I was fucking there. Jesus Christ. Then you got to worry about other shit too, but still, that would be nice.
All right. Well, guys, this has been amazing. Clint's eyebrows are too tweezed, by the way. Too tweezed, Clint. This has
They
been an
aren't.
amazing time.
They're not too tweezed. They're perfect. You're wrong.
Look at these fucking
no.
bushy motherfuckers. You kidding me? Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I have to draw mine in every day.
You look a
so.
little cholo-y to me.
That's just because I have very demonstrative. I'm capable of the whole wave thing.
Oh my God, it was like two caterpillars dancing on your head. It was amazing.
Exactly. See.
Guys, this has been amazing. I want to remind everybody, by the way, before we sign off, the Lions of Liberty, great podcast. Subscribe to it, please. We have a Patreon deal right now. Get on there. We're giving you 15% off a year-long subscription. You get the Good Morning Fuckhead rants. You get the secrets, lies, and cover-ups. You get early access to shit. I don't know. I'm pretty drunk right now. You get all sorts of crap. It's great. So anyway, go to patreon.com/Lions of Liberty or lionsofliberty.com. Locals.com.
Yeah,
Lions of
locals
Liberty
is where you can get
locals.com.
locals. You got to push the locals.
That's where
it's
pretty
at.
hammered. I got pretty hammered here. Lionsofliberty.locals.com. And
Slurring through your plugs is never good.
Hey,
You did say you
so
want
we-
Herschel Walker to fuck your wife.
Oh, and if you
I'd
join
watch.
now, if we get $2,000 of new pledges,
I would
Herschel
too.
Walker will fuck my wife.
Me and Robbie will fly in for
That's a
that.
Lions of Liberty exclusive. But no, for real, we have a discount right now on a yearly subscription, patreon.com/Lions of Liberty. Please do subscribe. Guys, tell these people where they can find you. They're going to watch, they're going to listen, all that good stuff. You figure it out on your own.
Do you want me? I'm on Twitter right now, FM Universe 84. I got a link tree in there, or Force my YouTube. Boom, done.
Robbie, go.
Run Your Mouth podcast, part of the problem. Get my live dates, RobbieTheFire.com. Bunch of stand-up comedy shows all over the country.
Clint Russell, Liberty Lockdown. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all over the place. You can also go to libertylockdown.locals.com if you want to become a supporting member of my show instead of the far inferior Lions of Liberty. I would welcome your patronage.
And Clint needs a girlfriend. So.
And send me nudes. Thank you.
I was in we were in your song, Clint. And
You're still in it,
disrespected us.
motherfucker. You would know that if you ever listened.
He still plays it. He still
I
plays
listened
it.
so many times, and I was like, "Where's our name? Where's the
It's at
name?"
the end.
It's at the end of the
now.
show. It's at the end of the show.
Damn it!
So
Oh,
you
the
have
end
to
of the
watch
show.
the
Who
whole
was at the end of the
thing.
show?
Yeah.
Nobody's listening to this show right now. Listen. All right, guys. No, this has been so much fun. Thank you, guys. This has been fun. If you are willing to come back and do it again next year, I'll book you right now.
All right.
And thank you all for remembering me while I was banned. That was really sweet. Thank you.
Yes, we remembered you, Robbie. You have been high energy tonight. Thank you for being the glue to the show,
Robbie.
my friend.
Bring in the fucking heat, brother. Appreciate it.
That's what we call
Hey, man, I picked my moments and I contributed.
We're
You did.
thinking about.
That's what I do on the group cast, you know? If it's one-on-one, I'm a fucking yelly idiot. But on group, I sit back, I pick my spots.
Best joke of the night. Said Herschel Walker is the type of guy I want to see fuck my wife. That was fucking awesome.
That was awesome. That was awesome. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Gobble, gobble, my friends. You guys are wonderful. Stick around for you four. Stick around so I can say my love and affection for all of you. For the rest of you guys, subscribe to all of their channels, listen to all their podcasts, follow them on Twitter, all that good stuff. Good night. Good luck. Happy Thanksgiving, and win your arguments.
Yes, that's what I was.